Hi, welcome back to my channel, What Debbie Makes. I'm here today with a Friday Sews. I'm going to go through what I've made this week and what my plans are for next week. I've had a little bit of haul. So last week I made these little coffee mug holders. Well, they're for like our takeaway coffees. My husband, we've been going for a walk every morning after the school drop off, and he's been taking his coffee away with him. And complaining that it's too cold to hold and trying to make me hold it. And I'm not going to. So I made him a little holder with kids' elastic band hair tie and a button from an old bed sheet. So that was quite economical. That was really easy to make, actually. I'll leave the pattern below. I had to try and find a few because a few of them didn't fit nicely. Some of them were like too wide, and so that was a really nice one for our cups. The next thing I made, which is on my Make 9, is my Kindle cover. This one fits perfectly. My first try was too big, my second was too small, and this one fits really nicely. My top stitch is a little bit wobbly around and is not as close as it should have been. It was quite bulky. I used fusible fleece. Kind of like a medium weight fusible fleece, but yeah, it was a little bit bulky around the seam. And I am reading Wintering by Catherine May, and I love it. So there's a book recommendation for you. And again, I've just used a kid's hair tie kid's hair elastic to do that one up. That works. I'm really happy with that. The next thing I made was my first garment. So this was a pattern from the Tilly and the Buttons Love at First Stitch book. It was the Margot pajamas. I cannot get my head around fabric sizing, as in I have no spatial awareness. So trying to figure out what shapes will fit on a piece of fabric, I can't do it. So I have old bed sheets, and I thought, I measured half of it. It was full enough. I measured half, and I was like, I don't have 2.5 meters of this. I can't do the pajamas. I'll do shorts. When I cut out like one side of the duvet, I had plenty of fabric, and I could have done pajamas, but I'd already cut out the pattern. So these, I'm not going to wear these because I don't like, but it was just a practice. So these are the shorts. They've got the tie in the waistband. This is just a bit of ribbon from a present or something. I just shove all my ribbon in. I don't think you can see, there's a little box up here. I just shove any ribbon I find in there. It was quite easy to make. What I really struggled with, when it's my first garment, really, I struggled with cutting the pattern shorter because there was then no line to guide me. And I couldn't figure out, I wanted it to be about 5 inches. These are far longer than I thought they were going to be. And I probably could just chop the bottom off and rehem them if I was going to wear them. But yeah, and I couldn't get a straight line, so the material at the bottom was not straight, but I just kind of made sure all the top was lined up, and the crotch was lined up, and then went from there. But yeah, I found the instructions, the way the book is done is it's teaching you things as you go along. So it's got like step 1, step 2, but then it might have a whole section regarding like pressing or how to trace out a pattern. And I think I just needed all the instructions step by step, one beneath the other, because I lost my way at some point. And excuse the B on the back, but there's a buttonhole on the back. Well, not a buttonhole, but like the tie hole on the back. And I'm guessing it shouldn't be there. Well, it shouldn't be there. I couldn't decipher from the pattern whether it should have 2 at the front or 1 at the front, because with this one, it's not like, I know on her Jamie one to use a buttonhole. This, we kind of sewed from the top, stopped, left a gap, carried on sewing. And then at the end, you went round with a rectangle. So I think it was supposed to just have 1 at the front because it was like on the seam. As you can see, it's on the seam there. So I don't know whether it was supposed to have 1 or 2. And my machine was just playing up a little bit. And I was getting really frustrated with this. So I didn't bother to zigzag stitch. And I just got my pinking shears out, if that'll focus, and just sheared all the seams. I did that too. But yeah, apart from the extra buttonhole, which I don't know, I think I just lost the plot by that point. And also, I can see on this, sorry, the crinkly noise, the where you fold over for the waistband, it didn't look like there was like a bit of fabric missing here. And I don't know, and on the other side. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but it just felt like it should have matched up and it kind of gathered a bit. Where was it? Here. You can see it's kind of like gathered up, bunched up there. So I don't know. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not. And then my last make, which I made this morning, was just a little pouch, little zipper pouch. I've not made, and it's fully lined. I didn't have any interfacing, so it's quite flimsy, but it's just to put cross stitch in. I've never done these like zipper tabs before, so that was quite new. And I don't know if it's supposed to have a little gap there in the zipper bit either side. I don't know, but I'm really happy with how it's come out. It works. It does the job. It will put my bits in for my. So I've got my next little cross stitch, which is the Winnie the Pooh one. Just the little one is going in there. So that was everything I made this week. Next week I want to cut out. Oh no, that is not everything I've made. There is one more thing. It's hiding under my desk. And it is this little basket. Which folds flat. And I will insert a picture here, but I've basically got like a little trolley thing. Well, not a trolley. It's like an IKEA bathroom storage unit, which is quite thin and just fits along the back wall. It's about 5 inches in depth. So I thought this basket would be great for holding stuff in. And then when I'm not using it, I can collapse it. I really want to make another one of these next week, which is 5 by 7 by 5 tall, basically to hold patterns in. It's like I've got a tilly in the button pan, so I thought it'd be nice to just stack them up and stack them down on that trolley. So that was the last thing I made. And so next week here, I want to make another one. And I want to, the next project in Tilly's book, the Love It for Stitch book, is to do a skirt, a Delphine skirt. And I need to order some fabric and then see how we go, because I think it's a more medium to heavyweight fabric and you interface it. So we'll see if I get round to that next week. I might just get round to tracing out the pattern and cutting out the pattern. So we'll see. But I've just been to Home Bargains, so I thought I'd just quickly share what I got. I got some fat quarters, and I think it's £5 or £4.99 for 5. And I'm just enjoying making lots of little things in between making the clothes. So they're nice. So I'm definitely going to make the basket out of one or two of those. I got some, I think they're 6-inch embroidery hoops, because they were £1.69 each. So you can't really go wrong. And I got some Ada, but it doesn't say, it says what size it is, but it doesn't say if it's like 11 count or 14 count or some other count. But that was £1.29. And then I also just picked up some more little fabric clips. So I'm really happy with those. And yeah, I'm excited for next week, and hopefully I can get that skirt and get some fabric to do that with. But I hope you have a good week, and it'd be really interesting to hear in the comments any of your plans for next week or what you've made this week. Until then, bye!